Aloha, soul family. Welcome to our end of days, and that's a DAZE. I haven't watched the video yet, but we'll find out. I repositioned my hands because of volume. Because sometimes how I hold the phone, it blocks the audio receptor. Anyway, raw footage, unedited. It is what it is. So if you're a regular of my channel, maybe you are, maybe you're not. I got 2 subscribers right now. Hopefully increasing every day, right? But part of it's been finding my footing. Like a lot of it's been spiritual talks, and I like that stuff. Some of it's social commentary, which I also like. But me, I've been wanting to get real. Like, what do I want? All right, what's the purpose of me making these videos? What am I after? Right? And so I'm just gonna kind of condense what I was really about, what I really want to get after, and so I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. So to be concise, all right. For a long time, I've wanted a community. And I spent a lot of my early life feeling like an outsider to the community that I was provided. So my early adult life was spent joining different communes, different groups, different cults, to experience what community was on a wider basis. And so I learned a lot of things. So some of them were good, some of them were bad, some of them had their good and their bad points. For another video, more specifics. But so I got I got a good breadth of knowledge, of firsthand experience. A lot of people that I know just exist in the community that they were born in, and if it's the same community that I was born in, more or less, I call it the corporate community. All right, it's very draining. All right, it's very sterile. All right, in some ways, you could say you have a lot of freedoms in the corporate society, but it could be community. But in a lot of ways, you don't. All right, my premise is you really don't have any freedom. Like the freedoms are the freedoms that they grant you. All right, that they grant access to, that they grant privilege to. And if those are freedoms that you like, in everyone's different, if that's your cup of tea, go for it, you guys. Live your life like that. No knocks against you guys at all. With that said, I don't think as a human being, as a soul, okay, as I'm talking about like a spiritual soul, that we like the method of that. All right, even if a corporate society granted me all of the freedoms that I wanted and then took away all the freedoms that I didn't want, if I'm not given that choice really inherently on a deeper level to do that, if it's basically, forced at gunpoint on me, that's not something I want to be a part of. That's not something that I can agree with. All right. And I think a lot of people are there too. And so, as I was saying in my the previous videos that I made today, we'll see if I post them or not. And it's similar to what I've talked about in my previous videos as well. To me, the self, all right, is our society. It's our world. All right, it's everything. All right. So if I'm healthy as an individual and I'm part of a group of individuals who are also healthy, then our community is healthy. All right. If we have a group of communities of that pattern who are healthy, then that nation is healthy. All right. If we have the nations come together, then that world is healthy. All right. Do you see where I'm going with this? All right. It starts within. It starts with the individual. All right. The smallest thing. And so when I talk about the self, if the self is making good choices for the self, that is the best thing that we can possibly do. All right. It is when the self is making choices that are harmful to the self. That is when things start to go to shit, if you're going to ask me. All right. I'm just going to swear. I don't care. I'm going to swear on this one for that word, I guess. But I just wanted to emphasize that, you guys. It goes to shit. All right. It goes to complete. It's nuts. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a plane. And then I'm also looking at the sky, man. It might rain here, so I gotta be quick. Gotta be quick, you guys. It's been rainy here. It's been really rainy. Whew. And so, just giving what I've learned so far, all right, and what I see things as, right, and there's the confirmation beep right there. Light and darkness, all right. What we have been taught is that darkness is bad and light is good, all right. But the truth is that both of those aspects are aspects of creation itself. The darkness is not bad, all right, and the light is not good. The light is the light. The darkness is the darkness, all right. And if we're going from the self is comprised of light and darkness, all right, of polarity. Okay. Like if I was to flip those terminologies, let's just call it the feminine and the masculine, all right? Right? The up and the down, the left or the right. You know, however you want to pose that. If you demonize one of those aspects, you're demonizing the entire self. All right, ultimately. You're in a self war. It's not good for the self. Okay? Now apply that to a society, all right? Apply that to a community, all right? If we have members fighting each other, demonizing each other, all right, it doesn't do any good. Then that community is gonna default. It's gonna defunct. When I look at society right now, we're on the verge of collapse, you guys. We're on the verge of collapse. Part of the reason of me being homeless in the first place is because I see the writing on the walls. All right, and I'm doing my best to get right with God. All right, to get right spiritually, to be as spiritually present as possible, to be as aware as possible. All right, and trust me, being homeless, it forces you into a position where you're either going to become more aware or you're going to go unconscious. All right, like I see a lot of other people do. And so, it is what it is, you guys. It's trial by fire in that way. And so, part of this, what I really wanted to talk about then is I'm doing my best to do this. All right, and it's going to take some trial and error. But as I was saying, I've been through a lot of different communities and everything. But what I want to do is I want to start or participate in, promote, through attraction, not advertisement, not what is it called? Attraction over promotion, all right, or advertising, or whatever it's called. Uh, because I've seen, other people take that stuff. It's an ego trip for them. And I'm telling you guys, this is not an ego trip for me. This is something I just want for me. All right. Not to be a leader of, but to have a community. Have a community of individuals who I love and care about, who love and care about me. We look out after each other. All right. That's what I want. I'm just going to say I'm going to be super vulnerable. And I was brought to Hawaii for a reason, and I also chose to come to Hawaii. All right, I wasn't dragged here by any means, but I shouldn't be here now. As in, like, everything that was preventing me from being here was there, but I was waved through. I was waved through anyway, and I got here, and yeah, I lost a lot. I've been tried here a lot. Had a lot of trials here. I mean, this is just the first 6 months, you guys. Woo, hoo-ah. But for now, I think this is where I'm meant to be, and I'm going to keep my logs up. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I want to keep it real with you guys too. All right, like this is more than this. If we can take care of each other on this level, we can take care of each other on any level. Okay, like this is my premise. All right, this is my premise here. We can do this, you guys. We can do this. This is important. This is so important, at least to me. All right. I'm tired of society saying we don't matter, you don't matter, the self doesn't matter. Whose voice is that, all right? Nobody even wants to listen to that voice. And so I'm walking away, and I've walked away. I'm done with that voice, you guys. I'm listening to my heart, the other voice. I don't know what to call it, you guys. The voice of God. I had a video about that too. But those are just words, you guys. I hope you can see my heart, what's in my heart. Okay. It doesn't matter where we came from or what's going on. We can have this for ourselves if we're willing to reach for it. All right. But it also takes effort. It also takes time. It takes working on ourselves. It takes honesty. It takes genuineness, all right? Willing to admit mistakes, all right? Willing to stand up in front of scary situations, all right? It's a willingness. And it's hard to quantify, all right? Maybe it's a right brain kind of a thing. You can't really talk about it with the left brain. But it's like, on one side, it's loving the group as yourself, all right? And it's also loving yourself as the group, okay? And so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just keep it really short here, like I said. And trust me, like the 10-minute video, around a 10-minute video, that's short for me, you guys. That's way short. So hopefully this has been enough of an explanation. I've exposed myself enough. All right, showed my cards here. All right, you know what I want. Now it's time for the universe to deliver. All right, and if there's other people, who want to join me, just let me know. Let me know in the comments, okay? And I got a good intuition, you guys, and I've been taking advantage of quite a bit. So if you're full of crap, all right, if you're just trying to take advantage of a situation, especially if I have other people with me, you need to step back, okay? And you need to reassess your situation, okay? I got spiritual protection, and I got physical protection, all right? And especially if there's other people who I'm responsible with, back up, okay? If you mean harm. If you don't mean harm, you're cool, all right? Maybe even join us, okay? If you're dangerous, but you're trustworthy, you're even more welcome, you guys. Because guess what? I'm dangerous too, but in the right way. So peace out. Love within. Catch you on the flip side.